Can you see it real good? Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you're sharpening the chain, what you want is you look at the very edge of your tooth and you see that shiny. You don't want no shiny. And you want to try to maintain that same angle that your tooth is already set at when you're sharpening it. And you go till the shiny's gone. And then when the shiny's gone, you should have a pretty sharp tooth. Okay guys, so anyway, we're not quite finished with it here yet, but I think I got a few more teeth to do. But that gives you an idea of kind of how I do it. I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever, but anyway, so I got a few more to do here, and then I think I'm going to pull my muffler off and check and see if the spark arrestor's plugged up, because the last time I used it, it didn't seem like it had enough power or something. Just seemed odd about it. So anyway, this is what an MS311. Fairly small chainsaw, but I think I've got a 24-inch bar on it, if I remember correctly. 20-inch. So hey guys, SSR here. The other day I got my chainsaw out and I was going to do a little cutting, and I had a cherry tree that fell and I was going to cut it up, and my saw wasn't cutting worth a crap. Stihl MS311. Didn't act like it had any power. So I didn't know what was wrong with it. I was thinking, man, it just seemed like it was really underpowered from what I remembered last time. So I was watching Chicanic. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, go check her out. She's pretty sharp on these small engines and stuff. And I got to thinking, well, maybe it's my exhaust. Maybe that there's a DPF or screen in there, basically, that you can clean if you've been running it under power for a long time and get plugged up. So I thought, well, maybe it's my exhaust. Well, when I pulled the cover and stuff off of it, checked the filter, my filter was all plugged up. I was like, oh, that's probably what it is. So I took it off and cleaned it, but I just ran it a little bit right now and cut up that tree, and my filter looks about like it did when I took it off. So I don't really think that was it. But what I did do, and what she talked about, is I stopped the other day and got me some gasoline, 100%, at a pump that had a dedicated hose to 100% gasoline, not one that has all 3 grades or 4 grades or whatever, and you might get 1/4 of a gallon of whatever somebody else got last, but a dedicated 100% gas. I got 1 gallon. I mixed it up, and I just dumped this gas out that was in here. It was nearly full. But anyway, so I just dumped that out because I had never bought 100% gasoline for my chainsaw. I know, that's sad, huh? I've always thought gas is gas. Well, I think that's what the problem was. I mixed it up, put a bottle of this oil, but when I bought this oil because I wanted to make sure there was no warranty issues. But anyway, I mixed that up, put that in there, and I'll tell you what, this is a cutting sucker. And I thought I was going to have to go to a bigger saw, and I was already having trouble with this one. I mean, I haven't picked this thing up in probably a year, and it's heavy, you know. I'm a truck driver. So anyway, I put that gas in there, and I'll tell you what, that made all the difference in the world. So if you guys are having problems with your saws, they seem like they're underpowered, seem like the carburetor needs to be tuned, it's not peeking out like it should, it's not ripping through the wood. Of course, I had to sharpen it too, but it just didn't have any power. Like I was thinking, this thing didn't even, I specifically bought this one because it had saw dogs on it, you know, these right here. And I was thinking, this don't even need saw dogs. You can kill it. You can stop the chain just with its own weight. But I didn't remember it being like that before. But anyway, I think the gas is what did it. I put new gas in it, and 100%, and dumped that old crap out. And I'll tell you what, it's a cutting sucker now. So anyway, that's all I got to say on this.